Hey everyone, I'm Christie and I am at the Vancouver site. Looking forward to going over 3 different exercises today. We're going to be talking about the row, the shoulder press, and a back extension. So let's start off with the row. First one we're going to show is doing a row on a bench. How I recommend is bringing the knee onto the bench, bringing a hand onto the bench, grabbing that weight. With that leg that's on the floor, I do recommend putting it back slightly. That way, if the weight is heavy, you drop it, you're dropping it on your foot. From here, I want you to think about not having an arch in the back, but you're tucking that pelvis, you're bringing your belly button to spine. You're going to have the palm of your hand facing the thigh, and you're going to row and bringing it up and bringing it down. Another option is to be standing and you're going to hinge at the hips, keeping that chest lifted, back is straight, and you're go ahead again, having palms facing the thighs, bringing it back and down for a bent over row. Modification, or let's say you don't have a bench to work on, you can always use a wall. Putting one hand on the wall, you're going to hinge the hips. Really important, you're still keeping that back nice and straight. Hand position is the same. And you're rowing, bringing that arm, bending that elbow, and bringing it back as you're rowing. The nice thing about the wall is you can start here. You can also go into a deeper bend. So a couple different options right there. The next one we're going to talk about is a shoulder press. When you're sitting down, you want to make sure, again, that you don't have that arch in the back. We are going to embrace that core. So I want you to think about tucking that pelvis. Again, keeping that belly button and spine and chest is nice and lifted. You're going to have those arms up. You're going to press up and press back. What you don't want is you don't want your elbows way back here like that. That puts a lot of pressure on the shoulders. So we want them forward just a little bit and then pressing up and pressing down. Modification for this one is to use the wall as support. You're going to do a very light weight, standing from the floor a little bit, or excuse me, from the wall. You're going to have the hand onto the wall and you're going to slide that weight up and down. This way, you're not as extreme with where the placement is with your arm. You get a little bit more flexibility and you can get a little bit more ability if you have limited range of motion here. Final one is going to be our back extension. So I'm just going to show you a couple of options on the floor. You're going to start down onto the belly. And first option is keeping your hands close to the chest. You're going to inhale, squeezing the glutes, just coming up just a little bit. You don't have to go very far. What you're wanting is the low back. You want to feel the muscles working and engaging. You don't want any pain. That's option 1. Option 2 is going into our superhero pose. And from this one, arms are extended. Same thing, we're going to go through steps here. First one is going to be just bringing the arms and that chest off the ground. You can hold it for a few seconds, come back down. Bring it up and come back down. Next one, bringing the arms up and you're also lifting the legs. So again, holding for a few seconds and coming back up. You want to keep your head in a neutral position. What I want you to focus on here is you're not hyper extending. What you want to do is you, again, want to lift, feeling that low back engaging, and then lower down. Once you're done doing our back extensions, you're going to press up, knees about the width of the mat, big toes towards each other, and you want to come into a child's pose. This just all around feels good, but is a great way to stretch the lower back. So there you have it. You have your row, you have your shoulder press, and then you have your back extension. Please let us know if you have any questions. We would love to meet you on site and go over those in person as well. Or we can always do a virtual session. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great day.